today I'm going to be listening to this piece for orchestra by Mexican composer Zafra. It's called Todo para el último momento. This title roughly translates to Everything for the Last Minute. And the piece is a minute long. You may have noticed that my PDF here is only 4 pages. So yeah, it's just the title page and then we get straight into the score. The instrumentation is, it looks like it's 3 3 3 3 4 2 3 1, 2 percussionists, or 3 percussionists, and then strings. So yeah, the third flute is on piccolo, the third oboe is on English horn, third clarinet's on bass clarinet, third bassoon's on second bassoon's on contra. My bad, there's only 2 bassoons. Third trombone is on bass. And I'm not sure how many percussionists are supposed to be playing, but there's a significant marimba part, some tubular bells, and a bass drum. Yeah, some interesting things about it right off the bat. It opens with marimba. It's probably the weirdest instrument in the ensemble. And it looks like it gets... like all 3 pages are very different. So it looks like we got some more like collage type things in the first 2 pages, like from one idea to the next. And then the last page is its own sort of little pointillistic thing, where everything gets scattered. And so yeah, the link to the recording is in the description. And hopefully you have time to listen to it. It's only a minute and a half. Great, so I listened to this twice, once with the score, once without. And yeah, it looks like they are doing this with 2 percussionists, because the bass drum part and the bells it doesn't really overlap at all. There's plenty of time to switch. And yeah, there's a lot of like repeated note stuff, and I like this notation where the change in dynamics is on specific like notes, and really interesting use of colors and like mixed orchestration stuff. So we got on this page, for example, the marimba solo, really strange way to open it, and then that goes straight into like double bass with contrabassoon, viola, and muted horn with violin 1 and English horn, and that sort of like plays off one another. I like the use of percussion to demarcate the form, and the use of repeated notes as sort of like a overall idea. These like textures of repeated notes, like the harmony doesn't actually move that quickly, and the first 2 pages are sort of dominated by this drone in the basses, but you get this energy just from the rhythm of it and the repeated note stuff. Miniatures for orchestra are a really interesting thing. They're not common because of, obviously, it's a lot of resources to put together. So if you're going to play one orchestra miniature or commission one, you're probably going to commission several others, but maybe I can find out the occasion for this. Yeah, I can't really find much else on this other than it was commissioned by the Michoacan Symphony Orchestra in 2013. Miniatures are really underrated by students. Like most orchestra reading sessions I've had to write for, you have to write at least 3 minutes of music, if not 5, and I feel like that's not really in the spirit of a reading session. I think you should be writing miniatures for reading sessions and getting the most out of them. If your school doesn't have the time for you, then don't give them too much of your time. Like, write something short, you know. There's no way the ensemble is putting, like, the amount of work it takes to write a minute of music, right? There's no way the ensemble members are putting that much work into playing it. So it's a bit of a power move, I think. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at some Herman Romero orchestra piece from 2011.